April 5th, 2022. Got my month right today. Talk to you a little bit about some things you may want to look into getting if you're preparing and haven't gotten it yet. There's this system called a water bob. It's a bag that you put in your bathtub, and it can hold up to 100 gallons and keeps your water fresh up to somewhere around 16 weeks. The amount of water it'll hold is dependent on the size of your bathtub, but that's something good for people in apartments. That'd be a perfect way to store emergency water. I mean, you're talking up to 100 gallons. Most of the time, it's going to be around 65 gallons. The standard bathtubs, hold 65 roughly gallons in this bag. It comes with a siphoning pump, so you can get your water, out of it to drink it. These are things you got to start thinking about nowadays, though. I mean, with everything's going on, one of the hardest things to store is water because it takes up so much space to store. You need about a gallon a day per person. And that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water for one person. That'd be 365 gallons. Look at it. Do you have space to stack up 365 milk jugs? Probably not. But this bag system that goes in the bathtub, that's a pretty smart way to have emergency water. And if you're lucky enough to have more than one bathtub, that's double the amount. Guys, it's getting to where you've got to start figuring out ways to have stuff on hand. One thing I want to make sure that y'all do get it, if you do get one of these bags or if you're storing water, is always have some kind of filter system. You got the Berkeys out there, they're really expensive, and right now they're kind of hard to get, and the filters for them. I've told everybody I used the Sawyer Mini. It filters up to 100,000 gallons of water. I recommend it to people. It does take some stuff to keep it clean. You got to back flush them and everything, but they come with all that stuff. But guys, that bag would be a perfect way. I don't have one here at this location where I'm at, but I do have one of the bags. I'll put a link in the description below for the bag. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't get paid for it. I'm just that's something they're around $35, on Amazon. And if you have Amazon Prime, of course, it'll be free shipping. But guys, that's a good way to store emergency water. Pull it out and use it when you need it. Like, especially if you're in hurricane areas where hurricanes hit and stuff, that's an excellent way to have potable water, in an emergency situation. But you got to start thinking outside the box here a little bit. You need ways for just not hurricanes to store water. I mean, the other day, I told you I stopped by Walmart and I picked me up a 40 pack of water. I drink a lot of water. A 40 pack of water lasts me a day and a half, 2 days. That's how much water I drink on a regular. That's just the way I drink water. It had went up to almost $5.50 for a 40 pack. The gallons are still around $1. Like I said, who has room? If you do have room to stack that much water, I'm happy for you. The average person in an apartment building or something like that, they don't have that kind of room to stack up, 365 gallons of water. This bag would be a perfect way. I mean, you're looking anywhere from 65 gallons up, and when I say that, it's dependent on the size of your tub. Some people have a standard tub. Some people have the shorter tub that's not I'm wanting to say they're 48-inch tubs. You see them in a lot of house trailers or the older house trailers. And you got your standard tubs, which are 60s. And then you got garden tubs, jacuzzi tubs. It's dependent on the size of your tub how much water will fit in that bag. But guys, that's a perfect way to get water, to have water stored up. There was a video today about Pinball preparing as he put one up. Something, I may not get the name right, but it was the first 90 days, when something goes bad. That would, when you see something going on, fill that bag up. Here in my area, the power goes out pretty regular. The water goes off for who knows what reason. Sometimes it's a line busted, or sometimes they're doing maintenance on something. An emergency situation, that 65 gallons of water that you can get in that bag in a standard bathtub, that's a lot of water. For one person, that'd be 65 days worth of water. 2 days or two people's 30 days. If you're lucky enough, like I said, to have two tubs, that's double. You just keep, it doubles the amount you have up. Guys, check that bag out. That's something I would highly recommend everyone getting. I've got one, but it's not here at this location. We have enough water stored here on this location for a while. But everything over in Ukraine and stuff is still about the way it was yesterday. You know, not much going on over there as far as fighting wise. They found, supposedly mass graves or something over there. You got Chechnya, I think I said that right, or Czech Republic, supposedly sending in some tanks to Ukraine. So who knows what's going to go on over there. I've said the whole time, this whole thing doesn't make sense over there. You got our dollar is still dropping, the yuan and the ruble. Let me talk about the ruble a minute. Our sanctions hit them and it dropped it immediately. The ruble started crashing down. Well, now it's pretty much close to where it was before, and it's starting to stabilize a little bit over in Russia. The economy is. Here in America, we're going to see food prices shoot up. We're going to see shortages. It's getting bad. And if you haven't woke up and can't see it yet, I hope that when you do finally wake up and see what's going on, it's not one of these type people. Let's just wait and see. Because at that time, you're in a rush to get everything. Always try to be that person that when something happens, you don't have to run out to the store to get something. You should try to be prepared the best you can. That way you do not have to go to the store if something happens. You do not have to worry about, oh, I don't have enough food. Stack up as much food as you can. Stack it up to the rafters. There's videos on my channel here. If you look further back on how to store dry goods, sugar, salt, all this stuff's on here. Guys, it's getting to the point of where you're going to have to be prepared. We used to preach 30 days, 90 days. Well, now it's looking like you need to be prepared for a year. We're not telling you to go out and panic buy. We're telling you to stock up to the best of your ability, because our prices are going to keep going up. They're not going to come back down to pre-pandemic prices. That is not going to happen. This is the new normal. Our inflation is the new normal. It's just the way it is. Gas prices are going to go down because, they release from the reserve. But you got to ask yourself, are we going to put that back? The states that are dropping their taxes on gas, trust me, they're going to make that back somewhere or another. Probably property tax, your vehicle tag tax. Somewhere they're going to make that tax back up. So guys, we're in a downward spiral. I've said it before. They've got to crash the economy. They got to crash everything to build it back. We're starting to see a separation in world powers. You're starting to see a bigger, stronger Russia and China over there starting to combine and make their own. Think back to World War II. I don't even know if they teach this in history anymore. The Axis powers. Read up on that. It's kind of similar to that. Even our own president said we're heading towards the new world order, and we need to be the leaders in it. But guys, get out there and get prepared the best you can. Get that bag. That's $35 for that much water, and it's a good deal. And get you a mini filter or some sort of filter, so you always have a way to filter water. I'll post a link below for the bag and for the Sawyer filter here on the bottom. It'll be in the description. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please like or dislike the video. It doesn't matter to me if you like it or dislike it. Make a comment below. The more interaction I have with y'all, the higher up my channel goes. And I appreciate every one of you that watch my videos. Feel free to share them. Feel free to comment on them. If there's anything you would like a video of, comment it below. And if I'm able to make it or have the ability to do it, I'll do it. And if not, I can point you to a channel that one has either already has done that video or that's fixing to do the video. Thank you all for watching. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday out there, and everybody stay safe and be prepared.